Cut that up a little bit.
Mad vibes, all the girl them lovers. Turn up, girl dash way in here them too much. Liquor sell the table them full of. Big tune select a money pull up. Mad clocks at one time you beat it. See me in this again on the beat me. A vibe with the girl them. You see if it did and y'all in a man. Our bank sit up on the low bar. Stay no chase and a grand bar. Work hard all week, so we a party. Book a shotty, what me like. Spend 100, got it on the party. Stammer, we a rough till the morning.
Hey.
Hey.
What's poppin', everybody? What's up? Look, I'm over here hyped like I'm the host tonight. I need to relax. This is not my show tonight, baby.
Pipe down.
This is not my show. Hey.
Auntie right on time.
I see y'all in the comments. What's going on?
Welcome.
All right, let's roll.
If y'all can do me a favor, share the live. Take a moment to share the live.
I see y'all, everybody. We in here tonight. Share the live before we get started. We finna share the live and we finna roll, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. We here for it. What's up, Jasmine?
As many faces that I see here, that's how many shares I should see.
What's up, Gene?
Ooh, perfect timing.
Perfect.
I ended right on time. Y'all already know we had to hit y'all with that shot of G at the beginning. So what's up? So
first of all,
yes, please.
One thing I
ahead.
wanted to do before we get into this is I do want to take a moment of silence for the victims for the main mass shooting.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a moment of silence, y'all.
All right, everybody.
All right. All right.
Thanks.
Appreciate
Because I was like, dang.
Oh, did you hear about that though?
No, I didn't. I didn't want to swim. I was just like, okay, well,
Yeah, it was a double
show.
mass shooting in Maine just like a couple of days ago.
That's wild.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
That's tragic. So
No,
yeah,
very.
definitely moment of silence for them, and our hearts and prayers go out to all the families.
All the families and
So,
everyone affected.
what's up?
Thank you for joining me tonight.
Oh, no problem. I'm
you know
so
what I'm
excited.
saying? Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm excited to be a guest on the Tell It All podcast.
On the Tell It All podcast. How does it feel?
It feels great. It feels great to not have to run the show. Weird, but great. You know what I'm saying?
You get to take a ride in the passenger seat.
I'm gonna try not to take over.
You know, it's okay. You already know I'll check you.
I'm gonna try to chill.
Listen. So what y'all don't know is I am the special guest host for tonight.
Woo! Hit the applause.
Give it
Turn
up.
it up.
Turn it up.
Turn
Look.
it up.
There we go. Give me something to work with.
Yes. Round
And
of
the
applause.
lovely Mama J has given me the opportunity to, take over for tonight. So we gon' see how it goes.
I'm excited.
Let's see if she learned how to stay in place, yeah.
Period. I can do that.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay, we gonna see. What's up though, y'all? So as y'all know, tonight we are talking about friendships and platonic breakups. We gonna shine a light on the healing process after a platonic breakup. I don't think a lot of people take the time to talk about that.
Okay, well, shoot, it's not my podcast, but I'm just saying, platonic breakups, explain to the people,
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Thank you, no problem.
So when I say platonic breakups, I mean you have a lot of times where people deal with situations of ending relationships where it be, mainly friendships, especially somebody that's a very close friend, best friend, sister, brother, somebody that they, call a brother or sister. But then you also have business relationships, You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times as humans, we, for the most part, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like for the most part, we don't ever talk about those type of breakups.
Right.
Like when you go from talking to your ace, your day one, your ride or die every single day, like that y'all join at the hip, and then that shit just ends and it just die off.
It's tragic. It's a tragic experience, and I feel like a friendship breakup can be just as heartbreaking as an actual relationship or intimate. You know what I'm saying? An intimate breakup with an actual partner. I've definitely been heartbroken by a breakup from a friendship before. So yeah, I agree. Hey, if you've been heartbroken from a friendship breakup, drop a heartbreak emoji in the comments.
Drop a 100,
right,
a heartbreak.
100 or a heartbreak.
Drop something in the comments. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm still sharing the live. You know, I got people I gotta notify.
Get your life together, host.
So, with that being said, though, so let's go ahead and get into it how I wanted to get into it. So,
yes, we got some 100s in the comments.
Some 100s.
Yes, it's a
Come
thing.
on.
It's a thing.
What's the word, y'all? It is
to be heartbroken from a breakup with a friendship, for
Right.
sure. Yes, I feel y'all.
Come on, heartbreaks. So, how long does it normally take you to build a friendship? Like, are you one of those people where you just hop right into it, or it takes you a minute to get close to people?
So me personally, and this is actually probably one of my weaknesses. I am so quick to jump into a friendship.
Same.
And I know that is not a good thing. Or it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. But I'm so quick to jump into a friendship. And not only am I so quick to jump into a friendship, but like when I am in a friendship, like I literally like give my all. Like I love hard. You know what I'm saying? With my friends. You know, so what?
That's why we locked in.
Period.
That's how we locked in. I was literally gonna say the same thing. Like when I meet people, I had to kind of grow out of it, but I would initially like just go in like all in because I'm like, you know, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. If I don't, I don't. I don't know how to have that in between.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just my associate type shit. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes it needs to be. You can't give everybody
That's a
your
fact.
all. Like, you
That's
know,
a fact.
sometimes
That's a hard
you have
fact.
a hard fact. Sometimes you have to have that boundary. Like you can't just be so open. But it's so hard when you just love hard.
It's so hard, yeah, when you love hard, but just when you're just like your personality is, you're just like a naturally just like outgoing, bubbly, like friendly ass person. You know what I'm saying? So like naturally everybody is drawn to you and attracted to your personality. So like, you know what I'm saying? It's just easy for you to be cool with everybody. Like literally when I was in school, I was cool with everybody.
And I think that's the dangerous part of it though, because so many people are attracted to your energy. Mm-hmm. And then it's like everybody doesn't have the good intentions though.
Facts.
And it's like you have to remember that. Like some people just want to fuck with you basically off what they feel you can do for them.
True.
And I think that's another thing when it comes to this day and age that we're in with, you know, social media and digital networking. Mm-hmm. Everybody just wants to hop on the bandwagon.
Period.
So I think that's another reason why you gotta like.
I mean, but hold on, that is definitely another reason why you should be alert. You know what I'm saying? But also, you know, you can jump on this bandwagon if you got some bandwagon for me to jump on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we could benefit each other mutually. I'm all here for it, baby. So, like, you know what I'm saying? You can do something for me. I can do something for you. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay,
I'm not mad at that.
Okay, but then that
all the time. You know what I'm saying?
That brings me to another point, though, because I feel like that's why a lot of friendships don't last too long, because it's already being built off
what you can do for
what y'all can do for each other.
I don't see nothing wrong with having a friendship based off of what we could do for each other, because what I don't want to be in is a draining friendship where it's a one-sided friendship where I'm the one that's constantly pouring and giving into the friendship. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
So
This is true. But then, okay, so let me raise this question. What happens when the benefits run out or they come to a pause? Like, do you still wholeheartedly fuck with that person? Or do you kind of like,
Well,
is
it
that
just
when it
depends.
gets to a point where it starts getting one sided?
Well, obviously, you know, if
'Cause life
if
happens.
that life does happen, so
Listen.
at that point, if we're just like if we built the friendship to a point where we actually have a true and genuine friendship just beyond what we can do for each other, then of course I'm gonna ride out them down moments with you. You know what I'm saying? So just because you might be down at one point in your life and you can't really do nothing for me doesn't mean I'm just gonna drop you at that point that, oh, now I can't benefit from you, so now I don't want to be friends with you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, a lot of people are like that. A lot of people are like, I started just like they are with some relationships. Some people are very much like, I started this with the expectation that this is what you were going to provide. This is what you were going to do for me. This is what I was going to get out of this. I'm no longer getting that. I'm good.
I mean, if it's a business relationship, then sure. Because I mean, that would be different.
But what if it's like what you said? What if it's like somebody want to benefit off their friendship that way?
Okay, well, fine. If we was at that point where we was benefiting off of each other, you know what I'm saying? And then now one of us got a down moment and the next person want to jump ship, then okay, then fine, whatever.
Got you. Let's go to these comments real quick.
Period.
My aunt said, unfortunately, my friend stopped talking to me because I was looking out for her best interest. We missed each other's kids growing up, each other's wedding, etc. It's been 20 plus years and it still hurts. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Emphasis on the still hurts. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Definitely still hurts. Okay, so one thing that I want to say about that is because I've definitely have had friendships that had fizzled out for whatever reason. But I am not the person or the friend to ever let our BS affect the kids.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I've had a friendship, you know what I'm saying, to where it ended and then now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, now the kids can't even kick it. You know what I'm saying? I think that is just like childish. That's petty.
I think it depends also because I actually thought a lot about that and I was going to bring that up, but then I kind of answered the question myself because I was going to ask, at what age do you start letting your child stay in communication with someone that
Have their own friends.
And stay in communication with someone that was your friend, but y'all now fell out. But I feel like it's unfortunate for the kids because, them growing up, this is auntie, this is uncle, this is all they knew. And it's like, y'all done fell out, but do you want to remove your kids? I guess when they're younger, you may be like, I want to protect them because they're not old enough to, think for themselves and protect themselves. But
no, because for me, like literally, I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? Nabil had me and one of my ex best friends, like our kids were literally the same age, and they literally grew up together. You know, my son and her son literally grew up together. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like by the time that the friendship really ended, both of the kids were in I want to say like the third grade. And, at that point, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? So they call each other brothers and stuff like that. So I don't really put an age limit on it.
Okay.
Maybe if it's just like, they're so young to where they don't know what's going on. But if they're old enough to know, that's my brother.
And to communicate.
You know what I'm saying? If something
was to happen to them.
Yeah, like, exactly. Okay. So it's just like, I'm going to always let you keep in contact.
Go over to TT house and still kick it with the kids and stuff like that.
Yes, because at the end of the day, unless it was just like some kind of malicious type of fallout, you know what I'm saying, to where I think you may harm my child, then of course not. But you know what I'm saying? If this just got something to do with, between me and you, then by all means, you know what I'm saying?
Something like what she said, I was trying to keep your best interest and you ain't like that shit and we fell out. But it's like, the kids can still fuck with each other.
Absolutely.
Got you. I'm gonna need to know
Come
more
over this
about that,
weekend.
Auntie. I might need you to call in later so
Come
I
over
can
this
know
weekend.
what happened with this best interest, because I've heard of people falling out over like best interest. I try to tell you something
And you ain't want to listen.
and you didn't want to hear it.
I'm never gonna fall out with somebody because I told you something and you ain't want to hear it. I don't know how I have a lot of Aries or had a lot of Aries best friends. You know what I'm
Ooh, and
saying?
Aries got them
The
motherfucking
Aries,
mouths on them.
yeah, them
Listen.
Aries, they are so hard headed and just like so like I want advice, but then when you keep giving them the advice, they
Don't tell me what to do.
It's just like not even don't tell me what to do, but they end up just doing what they want to do anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but you know, hey, that's what friendships are for. You know, I'm always gonna be here to tell you like, look, listen, that's not what you should do. You know what I'm saying? But you grown. So if you want to keep doing what I'm telling you not to do, or you know what I'm saying, not taking my advice, then you know that's on you.
That's
so
on you. I'm here for you.
Listen, I'm not gonna drop you because but you know, look, I just don't want to fucking hear about it no more when it get to a certain point.
That part. Listen. Let me go to the next one though. Dana said you got to be honest about why you're in it, so y'all can know and keep providing that need for each other.
Period.
That's
I
fair.
agree.
I agree.
Jasmine?
A friendship is just like a relationship built on trust, love, benefits from each other. When it no longer looks like that, it's time to let it go.
Okay, sis.
Okay.
I like that.
People should want to be used. Just don't misuse.
Period. Okay, Nicole.
Oh, what's up, Chris?
Miss Hip Ass said I just got blocked. Yo, can we talk about getting blocked though? Because baby, why do all my ex friends block me? Like, damn,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a blocker.
Okay, so
I'm a blocker.
Okay, so pause. You know what I'm saying? So coming from a blocker, you know what I'm saying? So for instance, you know what I'm saying, we fall out for whatever reason, and it may not even be nothing just like completely disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, type of shit or whatever. It's just like I decide to fall back from you or whatever and just kind of keep my distance from you. So you just want to block me, you know what I'm saying? You want to block me?
I would prefer to do
why you want to block me?
I'm
bother
block
you
you
that
because I feel
bad?
like you fake as fuck. Like I feel like falling back without a conversation is fake as fuck to me.
But at the end of the but at the end of the day,
act weird. Like don't switch your energy up out of nowhere. I don't like that.
Okay, I feel you, but it's not. At the end of the day, you know why. You know why. Like, come on now.
See, that's what Chris just said. I will block someone if they're showing negative energy towards me. Period.
Well, yes, block someone if
Nicole
they're showing.
said I do the blocking.
Yes,
For real.
block someone if they're showing negative energy to you. But if I did nothing to you and you was the one doing the negative shit.
Okay, now that's different. I thought you meant more so you were saying like if you just decide to like fall back and just
like stop talking to you out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Like no, like obviously you did something, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and my reaction to your shadiness or half-ass friendness, you know what I'm saying? So
now if I get to a point where I do something and make somebody fall back, again, if you communicate that to me, yes, I'm not gonna block you. I may even try to make it work. But if you just fall back and I don't know what I've done and you start acting funny, that is gonna make me want to block you because it's like, what the hell? Like, what did I do?
Right.
You know? So like, no, I just feel like,
Tawana.
What she said?
She said, yeah, I don't like blocking either. People grow apart and that's okay. Now, if it's real beef, then yeah, blocked. Period, Tawana. Because it's just like, it really don't be no real beef, but obviously, like, you bothered, so you're blocking me. Y'all gonna make me have to get deep because y'all looking at me.
I mean, look, this is tell it all.
Making me look crazy, but it's just like, you blocking me for what? Why are you blocking me? So, first scenario, right? So let's start with like let's start with one of my first best friends. So we ended up falling out because, and mind you, this was like a friend that I had like for years. Like we had been friends since the 7th grade. We've been friends since the 7th grade. And a situation happened when we were probably not even in high school. I think we had already graduated. And long story short, my friend called me in the middle of the night. She was drunk. She was at Ballpark Village and she needed help with her car because for whatever reason, I think it was like she couldn't get her car started or just something with her car to where she was like stranded and she needed help.
Was this train tracks?
No. So anyway, so she's stranded. Of course, I'm her bestie. So she calls me. And of course, me, the bestie that I am, you know, I'm telling my husband, like, hey, such and such is stranded at Ballpark Village. We got to go help her. So here we go.
Okay.
To her rescue.
I got a follow-up question on that, but keep going.
Okay, so here we go to her rescue at Ballpark Village, right? So we're in the parking lot, me, her, my husband, and one of our other friends, and we're trying to like get her together. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, here comes her boyfriend, now husband. Here comes her boyfriend coming and he's like going off on her. You are so fucking stupid and blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck? And doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Like, just straight disrespecting her on the utmost level. So, you know me, that I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yo, like, hold on. Like, wait a minute. Like what you not finna do is talk to her like you crazy in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So when I said that, you know, he got into a tizzy. He wanted to tussle. And that's exactly what we did. We started tussling. So basically it was me and my husband against him and I think 2 of his friends. So I mean, if y'all don't know Jaleesa back in the day, you know I'm throwing hands with anybody. So yeah, I was throwing hands with niggas, you know what I'm saying? Me and my husband. And
y'all exclusive. I ain't never heard this shit.
We was banging with her dude and his 2 friends.
So what was she doing? Who was she fighting?
In a tizzy.
So
She's just like
standing off to the side.
Yeah, type shit. You know
so
what I'm saying?
that
she didn't like go to any side.
So that brings me to what I was going to ask as a follow-up question. But before I do that, I want to address what Nicole said because it goes along with my question. Nicole said, it's crazy. A close friend blocked me. And I think it was because her man didn't agree with my lifestyle. And she just didn't know how to tell me. And it hurt her feelings. So my thing and my question was going to be, what kind of, like, when do you get to a point, I'm trying to figure out how to word this, where it's like you cut somebody off because it's now affecting your relationship?
Okay, I could definitely.
Because you got your man up out the bed to go help your friend, and now he out here banging with some niggas he don't even know, and she just standing off to the side.
Okay, so I could definitely answer that question from multiple different point of views. You know what I'm saying? Because one, I want to answer it from Nicole's point of view because I actually had a friend like that. You know what I'm saying? To where it was just like, you know, I'm married. You know what I'm saying? And my friend is single as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Actually, back in the day, all my friends were single as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I've had a couple of friends in particular single as fuck and doing exactly what the fuck they wanted to do as your single ass should do. You know what I'm saying? So me being the married one, you know, hanging around with that single and living a single ass life to the fullest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like motherfuckers trying to look at them as like, oh, she a hoe type shit, you know, blase, blase, blase. But it's just like, my friend has been here before you came. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm not gonna do is drop my friend for however many years, you know what I'm saying, just because you feel some type of way. Right? So yeah, I could respect the fact that you don't want me to be like going out doing single women things, you know, with her. But there also has to be that level of trust with him and I, and then also that level of respect with whichever friend and I, you know what I'm saying, to one, not put me in a position, you know what I'm saying, or any type of position to where, you know what I'm saying, I would be disrespecting my husband.
Right.
And one thing that I can say about all of my single friends is that none of my single friends ever put me in a compromising situation. You know what I'm saying? To where it was just like, and when I say compromising situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with this guy and he's got this guy, like, you know, for the, you know what I'm saying? Bring a homie for the homie type shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of my single friends ever put me in a situation like that.
I don't know, cause homegirl got you had your husband out here banging. I ain't fucking with that. I don't know.
You ain't fucking with it?
I'm not fucking with that. I wish my husband would wake me up out the bed at God knows how late at night to get out the bed to go fight. Well, now I didn't know y'all fight. You're right.
It wasn't
to go fight.
Right.
But
Initially,
to go
it was
help
not
his
to go
friend.
fight.
Right, you're right. And I would have went to go help your friend, I guess. But then, if I would have ended up banging, I probably would have been like, depending on how many offenses that individual had, I probably would have been like, you need to cut him off.
No, that honestly and truly, that was the first time that we have ever got into a tizzy that had anything to do with her.
Got you. Okay.
Ever.
So that was just like
that was like a one-off situation, and that one-off situation literally ended our friendship. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, and thank God she married him. Hopefully they're still married because, shit, like literally, like that straight ended our friendship after that. Like he was like, basically, I feel like he told her like, you can't talk to her type shit. You know what I'm saying? And so,
and I probably wouldn't have wanted. That's kind of messed up because at the end of the day, I feel like as a man, he should have realized that like one, he was in the wrong for disrespecting your girl in front of other people and outsiders, but at the same time, y'all were there trying to make sure she was good and look out for her well-being.
That part. Yeah. Right. Like we came to help her and you come out here tweaking. You know what I'm saying? Shut her live, everybody.
Shut her live, y'all. And then also, let's see, Nicole said,
she said, yeah, you got it.
I think I had too much of a backbone and he didn't want me giving her advice about his disrespect. I love your answer because we were friends since middle school. She wasn't married, but father of her 4 kids. It was never nothing crazy. That kind of sounds like what my auntie said earlier about the well-being. You know what I'm saying? She was going to be looking at her for her friend. How do I drag this? I can't. You got to read the comments for me.
Chris said, let me rephrase. I will block someone if I feel disrespected or if they disrespect my family and friends. Family or friends. Period.
That's it.
And
this is my show.
Sorry. He said this is my show.
This is my shit. Don't fight me. So then I can understand from that point of view, but also to go back to what we were saying about I wanted to touch on like me falling out with a friend, what I meant when I was like, if you switch up and you act different. Mm-hmm. So, see, I would block somebody because I had a friendship 10 plus years. Mm-hmm. Not to get into grave detail, but this individual basically ended up telling me that like, they felt a way about something for 1 or 2 years. And this is best friend at the time. So for me, it was kind of like I called out you acting different. Mm-hmm. And I could tell the energy is off. Mm-hmm. And then for you to say that you've been holding on to something for 1 to 2 years, that's why I was like, I would block somebody. Because that's weird to me. Like that is weird. How can you smile in my face, talk on my phone
for 1 to 2 years, knowing that you holding some kind of secret grudge,
knowing that you holding some shit against me, and then when I call you out, now you want to throw it up, and now you mad because I'm mad.
Right.
I don't like that.
So you blocked.
I didn't block in that situation, but that would have been a situation where you
did block.
Yeah, but I ain't blocked.
Yeah, I'm not a blocker. Me personally, I'm not a blocker.
Should have blocked.
I don't care. I don't care what you did.
Probably
I'm never finna block you. You always finna see me. You always finna see you always finna see this come up.
This glow up.
This glow up.
This motherfucking glow up.
Period. I'm never blocking. Anybody.
Okay, to kind of
Baby.
segue, I will say that's why I don't block none of my ex niggas. That's why I don't block. I ain't blocking.
I don't have none of my exes blocked either.
See me live.
Period.
See me live.
Oh, you
That's
finna
how I
see this,
feel.
baby.
You about to see this.
Oh, you gonna feel this. You gonna feel this.
You gonna feel this heat. You gonna feel this
Period.
energy. Y'all share the live. If y'all want, call in. Numbers at the top of the screen. We would love to hear from y'all.
314-399-9946. You can tap in.
Lionel said, I don't really block people for real. I go ghost.
Period.
See,
Me too.
Lionel, I don't know about that though. Go ghost in what situation? Again, see, that depends. I don't like motherfuckers that go ghost.
All right. So listen. Okay. Here's a go ghost situation with me, and it ended up in the other person blocking me. So I had a best friend, and all right. So let's say best friend number 1, best friend number 2, right?
These motherfucking numbers is killing me.
Period. Right.
What number am I?
I mean, well, this is not literally. You know what I'm saying? This is just for the story.
Let me find out you out here like take a number.
No, take a number.
Best friend number 4, please.
Looking asses. So anyway, so just for the sake of the story, we got best friend number 1, best friend number 2. Okay. So best friend number 1, I was obviously best friends with already. Okay. And we got best friend number 2. Okay. So best friend number 1 did some G code, non-G code shit. You know what I'm saying? Did some non-G code shit. All right. So best friend number 2 is now my new best friend. And best friend number 2 is like, hey, if best friend number 1 did that to me, I would never be cool with her ever again. But if you want to forgive her, then for the sake of you, I'll play cordial. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know me. Here we go again with me. You know, just being that friendly ass Jaleesa. Oh, forgiving ass
Fucking
Jaleesa.
Delulu.
So when a motherfucker do me wrong, here I go. You know, forgiving them and accepting them back into my life. And so that's what I did. I forgave best friend number 1 and accepted best friend number 1 back into my life. And best friend number 2 was just like, okay, girl, you know what I'm saying? But just so you know, if that was me, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
All right. So
she kept it
boom.
100.
Yeah. So boom. Here we go. Right. So now, me, like we all sometimes kick it, you know, sometimes whatever. But remember, we're still holding best friend number 1 out there with a long-handed stick. You know what I'm saying? Like we just, you know, whenever we feel like kicking it with you, then that's when we kick it with you and invite you into our circle. You know what I'm saying? All right. So now I get ready to move. Here I go, finna move to Jamaica, right? And then next thing I know, best friend number 1 and best friend number 2 is kicking it. Like real tough. I'm talking about like kicking it like they besties. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then so now best friend number 2 be on my phone and be like talking shit about best friend number 1. Like, I don't know what she think this is. Why she keep calling me and asking me for this and asking me for that.
But you still showing up.
But you showing up though. But she showing up on the other side.
Be fucking for real.
Period. So, but she's steady showing up for her, whatever. But, you know, she just playing it off to me.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I see the bullshit from however many miles away that I am from Jamaica. So I'm not with the shits. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm peeping, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting you run your shit, talk your shit or whatever. Just like, girl, okay, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, they literally like my best friend number 2 is trying to hide from me that she's literally now like straight besties with my ex-best friend number 1. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just me being me, I just let that shit rock. I'm in a whole nother country. Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But just know you can do what you want to do from afar. And then that's when I start to distance myself. You know what I'm saying? Once I seen that fake shit happening, and you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden y'all fucking best friends. After you done did what you did, said what you said. You know what I'm
You
saying?
done peeped the snake in the grass.
Yeah, and the whole
yeah.
time straight trying to dog best friend number one out to me because you think that's what I want to hear.
Right.
If you gonna be friends with the girl, be friends with the girl.
So do you still fuck with best friend number one?
I don't fuck with neither one of them. But there was a point in time where I was fucking with best friend number one after I distanced myself from best friend number two. There was a period that I was fucking with best friend number one after I distanced myself from best friend number two. But hold on, I'm sorry to cut you off. But all in all, I'm saying that to say, because of that situation, because I distanced myself from best friend number two because of the snake shit that I seen happening, she blocked me. So is that a reason for her to block me, y'all? Like, what's up? Like you the one that was doing me dirty. And because I decided to distance myself from you, it wasn't like I was like, fuck you, I hate you, you a fake ass bitch type shit. I was just like, okay, peep what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I peeped the scene and I fell back type shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like somebody that blocks in that situation is kind of similar to what Nicole said earlier. Like they block because they don't know how to confront you. Mm-hmm. They block because they're cowards. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, you know, she even if you didn't say it and even if she didn't really know that you fully peeped, she just felt like she probably felt that you wasn't fucking with her, of course, because you kind of like, you know, it was like, I'm kind of good on you. You distance yourself. So probably to make herself feel better, she was just like, okay, well, let me just block this. So ain't no sense to being on her page. You know what I'm saying? The energy just is weird when you move weird. The energy's gonna always be weird. Cause sometimes motherfuckers will be in their head and be like, damn, is this something I did? Or is she just being funny? You know, they be so fucking fake that they can't tell if it's them or you.
Period.
So the best thing to do and the easiest thing to do is just be like, I'm just gonna block.
Right.
Kind of like what Nicole said earlier. I feel like her friend didn't have the balls to talk to her because she knew like my friend is just trying to be a good friend. I don't know if it's this nigga in my head or I don't know if she really not being a good friend to me. So I'm just gonna block. So that's what motherfuckers do sometimes.
I ain't fucking with it.
I wouldn't be either.
Just be like, damn, y'all bitches is so bothered that y'all gotta block me off some shit that you did. Okay,
so I wanted to go to the next conversation. Y'all shared a live. Well, let me read Queen in the comments. She said, how about spending a decade with females you call sisters or in-laws just for them to do away with you and your kids for finding a better spouse when things went left with you, with your prior spouse, they peoples? I'll never do the in-laws thing again.
Intermission for me. Answer the question. I'll be right back.
Okay, so I don't know. That's kind of Quiana. That's kind of tricky. I feel like that's one of those things where it's like people will do away with you just because they feel away. It has nothing to do with you or your kids. You know, it kind of goes with what I just said about people are cowards. And sometimes even when people know that you leveled up and you're doing better for yourself and you found a better person, you may have some people that's like, you know, I'm proud of you. My family member won shit. I'm glad you found somebody else. But then you have those other motherfuckers that will try to drive you to the dirt, swearing up and down that you did they family member dirty, knowing that they family member was the fucked up ones and you deserve better. So I mean, it just depends on the people. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the in-laws because you have some people that'll still fuck with you. I know in my family, like even if we encourage somebody to move on and do better because that's just the type of real motherfuckers we are, you may not be fucking with my people no more, but that don't mean I'm finna cut you out the picture because they did you wrong. Yeah, I don't fuck with that. I don't. So yeah, share the live.
Period.
Call in. Number on the screen, 314-399-9946. We would love to talk to y'all. Yes. Okay, so I wanted to ask you though. So situations, you know, at times, and y'all tell me what y'all think. You know, through life, you just grow apart from people, right?
Period. Right.
So outside of like shiesty shit and shady shit and people being cowards. Let's say you have a friendship with somebody who you just are growing apart from. Are you the type of person, or y'all the type of people where you would have that conversation, or are you just falling back because, again, like we said earlier, they're no longer a benefit to you?
I feel like just depending on the scenario, I'm a conversation type of person. And as long as you didn't disrespect me in any way or just like really hurt my feelings, you know what I'm saying? Then for me, there's always a conversation to be had. Because like I said, in my friendships, I love and I love hard.
Facts.
And I deeply care about my friends. You know what I'm saying? I cherish my friendships. So for me, it's a conversation to be had.
That's what's up.
Or at least I'm gonna try to have a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's up to that person if they're gonna have the conversation back.
Period.
Of course. I'm the same way. You know, kind of like the friend I said, the best friend that I had that, like, you know, was feeling away for 1 or 2 years. That situation kind of went left because it's like I would never have come to you like that. I would have never held no shit in that I'm feeling away for 1 or 2 years. You're letting this poison basically, you know, grow in this friendship, and now I feel like that's why this shit ain't work out. But I have another friend. Shout out to you because you know who you are. Of 10 plus years, we done been through a lot of shit, but we talk shit out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's very important to have conversations before you just cut these people off, again, outside of disrespecting shady shit. But you know, like when you're just going apart from somebody, or if it's no longer working for you, I feel like it's important to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Address it and see if it's something that you feel like is able to be worked on, or if it's something that you just got to let it go.
Yeah.
Because it's detrimental and it's draining.
Yeah. I think, when it's detrimental and it's draining, then definitely, for sure. Tawana said, let's talk about when the shit hits the internet. Baby, ain't no coming back from that one. Because why you giving motherfuckers a front row seat to some shit you barely even communicated with me? Hit the period.
Tawana.
Period.
Listen, because they got to
be fucking for real.
Like...
Period.
I think those are definitely the type of people that to cut out your life.
Yeah, definitely. Because that
I can't stand an internet troll.
Not even are you an internet troll, but that just shows how immature and petty you are. Just know, just like I'm not with the internet shit at all. I'm not with the internet shit. Period. Point blank. Period.
How about this? Real high school.
Very.
That's real childish.
Very.
Very, very childish.
You could call me.
You can.
And I never even want a friend.
Now, Tawana, let me ask you, was it direct? She said, yes. What the fuck? He said, bye, bitch. We too grown. Tawana, let me ask you, did they at you? That's another thing.
Now, you know motherfuckers definitely ain't at
Did they
nobody.
at you? That's another thing. Like, my thing is not only did you take it to the internet.
More
yeah, I was just gonna say, if you at me, I might just be like, damn, this nigga had the balls to call me out. What's up? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the sub tweets, I've seen people sub post me.
Yeah.
Just throw like little shit. You know what I'm saying? And then text my line a few days later.
I feel like
and you know when a person is throwing shots at you.
I feel like, okay, so I feel like if you're subbing me, or if you feel like I'm subbing you, ain't no reason why we should be friends.
That part.
Because I just think that's crazy.
Tawana said, nope. It was sneak disses that I called out. Hey, so Tawana, so you the real one.
Period.
She said, I'm the real ass nigga. Say it with your chest. She called it to the mat. Hello.
Hello.
I heard you bitches was looking for me. What was said?
What's up? I'm here.
I'm here. Hello. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. When motherfuckers sneak this, it's not worth your time or energy.
Period.
It's not. It's really not. So let me ask you this, and again, I want y'all to answer this too. So let's say, going from, if you would have a conversation with your friend when y'all realize y'all growing apart, have you ever thought of, or would you ever consider going to counseling with a friend?
I've never, ever, ever thought about going to counseling with a friend, but I would definitely not be closed minded to that. Like, I would most certainly consider going to counseling with a friend, especially a friend that I just like, that I really cherish. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'd go to counseling with a
Because
friend.
mind y'all, I'm
If
talking
if
about
yes.
like long, like, deep ass connections, real ass friendships that, will hurt to
Chris
let it
said
go.
no.
Chris said no. I'm hollering.
Why?
Why?
Tell us why.
And so let me be clear, because I'm not talking about, no random ass turn up friends that y'all just met when you was out.
I'm talking about
And it's
over
no, I'm talking about like
decades.
decades, elementary school, like, grew up together. Like, this is like my brother, my sister. This is all my kids know. Like, would you consider, instead of letting that situation go, to go to counseling?
And let me just say, I feel like when you've been friends with somebody for so long, like literally, let me just say, for instance, and I'll use names. My my friend Ashley. We've been friends since the 4th grade, and we've had our fair share of ups and downs. We've had our fair shares of falling out and falling back in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And 4th grade, y'all do the math. That's like over 20 plus years of friendship. You know what I'm saying? So, right? So at this point, we're beyond friends. Like, we're family. Like, not only did we grow up together,
Yeah, kids.
our kids grew up together.
How old are y'all oldest?
Nabil is 11 and I think Jalen is 12.
And those are like some important ass ages to where
Yeah.
like they really know, like they both know, like, y'all are their TT.
Exactly.
This is
you know
all
what
y'all
I'm saying?
know.
Exactly.
Y'all
So
mamas are damn near they nanas at this point.
period. So it's just like once you get so far within a friendship, it's not even a friendship anymore. Like, y'all are literally family. So I'm not gonna lie, like, me and Ashley recently had like a falling out over some shit or whatever. And there's just moments in time where you have to distance yourself or you just need space from a friend. But at the end of the day, we're family, so we're always gonna come back around to each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, well,
I'm sorry.
like the way he looked at me, it's like, you're always gonna come back around, or it's
I'm
just
so
like,
sorry.
not even necessarily come back around, but just like, I'm always gonna be there. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like we're family. I'm always gonna be here for you no matter what.
And y'all, I'm not laughing at her, but I know the situation, so you know why I'm laughing, because it's like, that's you.
Right.
But now I kind of feel like best friend number 2 in your first story. Like, I wouldn't do that. But if that's what you want to do, friend,
Then go ahead.
Then go the fuck ahead.
I don't know, but when you know the details,
I definitely
of the
say go to counseling.
If you know I would go to counseling with
Would
her.
you consider? Okay, and I would be here for that.
I would go to counseling with her, for sure. But I also feel like at the same time,
Are we gonna tell it all, or are we gonna just leave the details out for right now?
I need a Patreon because like these juicy ass stories, y'all.
No, listen, y'all
is never finna get these juicy stories in the juicy tea for the free. Like, never.
I mean,
like,
but is it for the free? Because they are investing their time. And, they sharing the live, share the live. You know what I'm saying?
Share the live.
They invest in their time. And so I think what you think? Not right now. Maybe another, you put a pin in it. If you ain't ready, don't let me press you.
It ain't about me being ready. It's just about like
airing your business.
Do y'all really? It ain't about airing my business. It's just like I gotta profit off of my pain. I gotta profit off of the stories in my life. Like, come on, man.
I feel like this is a profit. I feel like we have, people that's, like I said, tuning in. So
I live a real life Tubi movie over here.
Oh, Tawana said, let's talk about friends we fumbled. I know it's not always their fault, right? If it's a true friendship, y'all can always figure it out together. Trust me. I agree with Chris on that too.
Period. I agree with if it's a true friendship, y'all can always figure it out together.
That part.
That's a fact. And that's what it all boils down to when I'm talking about Ashley. It's a true friendship. Mm-hmm. Like I said, we're past friendship. We're family. So at the end of the day, we're always going to figure that shit out. I may not forgive you right away. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But in time, you know what I'm saying? I will forgive. We can move on.
Tawana told him, I need the subscription then. What's the T, sis? I have $3.99. What's up? That's a start. That's a start.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the stories do be, listen, it be wild. Tawana, we going to need you to call in, baby, because I want to hear about a story that you fumbled.
Like, when I say my life is a real life Tubi movie, I promise y'all it's Tubi. It's juicy. It's crazy.
Friend, upgrade it from Tubi. Tubi is good.
And we gonna have to, like, no, for real, like, we need subscriptions to where we got some other segments of the podcast where we really get into the nitty gritty. So
what's a friendship? I do want to answer that question. So I want to raise a really good question. What's a friendship that
I fumbled? Okay, I got a friendship that I definitely fumbled. I fumbled a friendship with my friend Whitley, and this was back in high school. We met, I think, like my junior year of high school or whatever. But long story short, me and Whitley were like this. And when I say we were like this, still to this day, and to just slightly compare it to like one of the other friendships that I have. Like I said, me and Ashley have been friends since the 4th grade.
Right.
But when you meet somebody and y'all just have that chemistry, you know what I'm saying? Y'all click on every single fucking level. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I've never till this day
had a connection like
so like how I had a friendship with like how I had a connection with Whitley.
So how did you fumble it?
The way that I fumbled it was I let a nigga get in the way.
Was it like Nicole said earlier? Did you let a nigga get in your ear or what?
No, I didn't let the nigga get in my ear. Okay. What happened was I was talking to the nigga and I went away to college and I think they were like, I think that they ended up like, I don't remember if they like fucked while I was gone at college or if like something had happened like before I had went to college and then I had just found out when I was in college. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But either way it goes, I had just found out like probably like a couple of weeks after I had went. After, like, I was literally in college for, like, 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before motherfuckers dropped the dun-dun-dun bomb on me that motherfuckers have fucked my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, I was just like, whoa. Like, what? You know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting to hear how you fumbled the bag.
Fumbled it because at the end of the day... Jesus Christ, I hate to say this, but you know, the nigga at the time was, you know, just
wasn't
like
worth fumbling.
Was just like
wasn't worth it.
You know, could have been just like a little hoe. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day.
Okay, I could see that. But
everybody was single. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't
was this somebody
like
you just had a crush on? Or were y'all like in a relationship?
We were not in a relationship.
Oh, so you just mad that she spit the same block?
No, Jesus Christ. I really hate to like say
it.
$3.99.
$3.99. Tell it all. Come on, like
somebody cash
spill
at
the
me
fucking
right
tea because we
now.
are waiting.
Somebody cash at me right now.
Tell it. What happened, baby?
This my husband. Hit the purple one. So essentially, I chose him over her.
Oh. Yeah, I just got the fucking
my sister said, nah, sis, she said, you.
Girl. Woo. Jamila said, nah, she said fumbled
like,
you.
Girl, what?
Baby, listen. Tawana said, no, you ain't fumbled. That was her. Tell us everything. Because, listen, I was wondering what the fucking tea was. Oh.
Yes, y'all. So, Jesus Christ. We need a Patreon.
He said, "Oh shit! Listen, no, for real, like bombs drop. I wasn't expecting that.
I feel like, okay, so yes, even though like the bottom line may look or seem like she's the one who fumbled me, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like at that point in our lives, it was never that serious for me to like choose him over her. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I did.
So,
but
right.
You know what I'm saying?
12 years
But I'm
later,
just-
two
right.
beautiful children out of it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, it didn't even have to be choose somebody over somebody.
I was about to ask
just
you that.
keep her still as a friend.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
so
It's not
I was
let
going
it
to ask
affect
that.
us.
So, okay, so boom, college, woo-wop, you find out at the time it wasn't shit. So are you saying they like you cut, like, so how did the fallout happen?
And you know what? Now that I'm really thinking about it, because the shit was just like so foggy. You know what I'm saying? It was so long ago. I actually think that they had like did something before him and I had really started talking. You know what I'm saying? And then when me and him got in the thick of things and I went to college, then that's when she finally decided to come clean and was like, I just want to let you know, I just want to tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Sis, you fumbled the bag.
That this happened. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying.
And so then you fell back from her
and then so
after she told you?
Exactly. So that's why I said I fumbled the bag.
Oh yeah.
That's why I said I fumbled it. Because till this very day.
Because Jamila said there's no way y'all could have been friends after that. But I don't know.
I feel like we could have been.
Could have.
I feel like we could have been.
As long as the shit didn't overlap into what you and him had going afterwards. And, you know, she kept it G. She kept it a buck. Like, she probably felt like, look, I see you feeling this man. You feeling this nigga. Y'all going somewhere. So let me just come clean because I don't want you to hear this shit from nobody else. That's a real ass bitch. Or female, excuse me. Woman.
Tawana said, okay, yeah, I get it now, because if we was forgiven, then there was no difference to forgive her, so I get the fumble now. We live and we learn, sis. I hope you see. She sees this and forgives you. Period. I think she does really forgive me, and honestly,
do you think you would reach out?
I already did.
Oh,
one thing about Jaleesa, one thing that I want y'all to know about me is no matter if I feel like I fumbled you or you fumbled me, if I really cherish that friendship and I miss it and I'm yearning for that friendship back, no matter what, I'm going to reach out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
So
cheers to a motherfucking real ass motherfucker. Because that's me. That's me. Cheers to the realness. That's me.
So within all of these friendships that I'm talking about,
you
trust and believe, I've tried to
have
mend,
the conversation.
I've tried to have the
mend it.
conversation, and I've tried to mend it with all of these different people.
And not a lot of people can say that. A lot of people will be like, fuck it is what it is. And I think that's why I wanted to, I know that's why I wanted to address things tonight, because like, as you see, even with the comments and just what we've discussed, like a lot of people have these situations where it's like either we fumbled the bag or they fumbled us. But at the end of the day, it still affects us. You know what I'm saying? You got to go from riding with this person, being down with for whatever, building these deep ass connections. And, you know, I feel like sometimes friendships and platonic relationships are deeper than romantic ones because
let's talk about it.
You have like romantic people come and go, but you have those platonic relationships, like you said, the fourth grade.
Since the fourth grade, that's
years.
deep.
That friendship was longer than your marriage.
Period. Like, how much deeper does it get to that?
Listen.
And you know what's funny, Tawana? I see you in the comments because that's literally what's on Tommy's cue card today for his podcast.
Yes, and I was gonna address that in her original comment when she said if he was forgiven, then there was no difference to forgive her.
Period.
Tawana, you like literally on these cards because
hit the hammer right on the nail. She said, let's forgive our friends as much as these niggas. Period.
Shout out to you, Tawana, because one thing that we was gonna discuss is let's get into it. And Tawana, tap in. Why, outside of sex, Why is it that we forgive our like romantic partners more than we forgive our friendships?
And that's something that I had to grow into. And if I was the same person that I would today that I was back then, when it came to like that moment with me and Whitley's friendship, that shit would have never happened. We would have never fell out. Or even if we would have fell out, we would have been right back in. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have never, you know what I'm saying, cut her off because of that.
Okay. So let me ask you just flat out. Was it, and this is not to be funny, this is just to be 100. Was it the dick that made you choose him over her?
The dick?
The sex. Because like I said, if you take
No.
sex out of it, okay, so take sex out of it then. What was it that made you choose your
Him
husband at the
over her.
time, him over her? Because he didn't tell you about him messing with your friend.
I
If we
feel
being
like
100, did
I
he?
feel like no, he didn't.
So she
But
was the one that told you. So
I
why
feel
choose
like,
his side?
I don't know. That's just like I said, if I was a different person back then. You know what I'm saying? I'm like my outlook on life is different. My outlook on friendships is different. And all that kind of stuff. So I can't tell you because I'm not that person anymore. You know what I'm saying? But what I can say is that his and I relationship was far more deeper than sex. You know what I'm saying? So when you say, was it the dick? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it wasn't the dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really connected on a very deep level. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally, we connected emotionally and was very connected emotionally before we ever connected physically. I actually made my husband wait. Like, I didn't like, we didn't have sex until probably like 3 months of us talking. So
Gotcha.
when I say, that's what I mean when I'm just like, it was deep. It was deeper than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
So
that.
yeah.
I feel that. Nicole said, I think the pressure of everything else, the friendship seems the easiest to let go because people look at partners like that's lifelong, not the friendship. Everyone is in it for the end all be all. And that's a really good point. And that's why I wanted to have this conversation tonight because I feel like we look at friendships like they are so disposable. But like I said, when you sit back and like how you took the time to reflect on, you know, the situation with Whitley and stuff like that, when you sit back, you realize that like, damn, my friend has been here through the ups and downs, the thick and thin, like yo, like
Period.
typically, and that's why I wanted to ask that question. I'm glad to want to bring it up of like, why do we forgive our romantic partners so easily, or like, you know, we'll go through a hell and high water
For them,
for the
for a
relationship, for the
nigga.
romantic relationships, but then we
don't
like
have
to
so much
think-
grace
we don't
for our
friends, and then it's like people like to say, oh, my husband or my wife is my best friend. That may be true, but at the end of the day, more than likely your friends know a lot more about you.
Right.
Your partner, your spouse, your husband, your wife came at a certain point in your life. Whereas like friends for like 10, 20 plus years have been there to see you evolve and see you grow. They know
Facts.
the person you were, the person you've been, and the person you are now. And it's like, but yet we be so willing to just throw them like,
Right.
bitch,
Just-
okay, I can get a new
just the fuck-
friend.
yeah, period. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna choose my husband or my wife over you. I can get a new friend.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, you ain't nothing.
Right.
And it's just like, why?
I don't
It's
like that.
I don't like that either.
I don't like that.
Go to counseling with y'all friends.
Period.
I feel like go to
Let's start a
counseling.
new trend. Go to counseling with your friend.
Go to counseling with your friends. Let's go to counseling.
I don't feel like we need it, but you know what they say.
The
Even
common
though you
sense
feel like
couple. I'm gonna say
even though you don't feel like
Anthony
you
and
don't need
Alicia
it.
Davis made a really good point. If y'all didn't catch that podcast, go catch it. Anthony and Alicia Davis, the common sense couple. Alicia raised a really good point, and I want to keep pushing this forward. Where she said that they, as a couple, when they're going through their benefits and stuff like that, they get therapists and counselors like they find dentists and primary care physicians. that was so unique to me because that was so new, and I've never heard nobody say nothing like that. And when you think about it, when you're starting a new job, they give you like at least 3 to 5 free counseling sessions. But how many people have you actually heard take advantage of that?
Right. And that goes to, who was that? Was it somebody? Chris? Because earlier he was like, I ain't going to counseling unless it's free.
Petty ass.
Take your petty ass to counseling because
I'm sure your job has it. Tawana said, "Oh baby, that couch would have been on fire had I came. Good shit today, y'all. But yeah, I'm hella forgiving personally, so I don't really do that. But as far as most other women, I feel they hold their girls more accountable than the men we lay down with. They don't owe us just as don't they owe us just as much loyalty? Yeah,
and they do." And they do.
And Nicole, to piggyback off that, Nicole said, I definitely can say I hold my friends more accountable, possibly because most likely the friendship has been there and the relationship is new and it's more tolerable. Ooh.
We on fire tonight.
Yes. Nicole said, our parents will throw us away for a man child. What more about friends? And Faye said, friends, how many of us have them? Friends. Ones we can depend on. Friends. No, for real though. But yeah, like I feel like, and that kind of is my point. Like, I feel like we hold friends more accountable because it's like, motherfucker, you supposed to be my ride or die.
Period.
Like these niggas gonna come and go. You know, right? You know me better than any motherfucker I lay down with. Like you supposed to be. So if some shit go left, I'm holding you accountable because you should have prevented that shit. But even like my auntie said earlier, sometimes when a friend will have your best interest at heart, or sometimes when things get a little rocky or feel uneasy, even with knowing that, and even with being willing to hold our friends more accountable, we will still push them motherfuckers to the side. And I feel like we need to figure out why. We will still be like, you should have known better. Bye, I'm going with this nigga. And then, you know, like you said with your one friend who y'all got in a little tussle with, luckily they got married. But then I think about like people that like Nicole brought up earlier where she said she thinks her friend man got in her head and, you know, made her block her. It's kind of like, what if that friend, and well, Nicole tell us, but what if that friend ain't with that man no more? Now it's like you done cut Nicole off, you know, for trying to stand up for you for a nigga that you possibly not with no more.
And that's really 9 times out of 10, that's what it ends up being anyway. That's what the situation is. Ends up being.
Yep.
Is that you're not even with that person. But honestly, I feel like at the end of the day, a real man, you know what I'm saying, is never going to make you choose between him and a friend that he knows has been there since day one. Somebody that means so much to you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So that's like one way that they can tell if he a real man or not?
Right.
Got you.
Right. Unless it's something so fucking unforgiving. Unforgiving.
I want to ask. So was you choosing your husband over Whitley? Was that solely your decision, or did he have a say in that?
He didn't have a say in that at all.
Got you. Okay. I just wanted to ask. You know, this tell it all. So we gotta
listen,
y'all. This tell it all. So we gonna air our shit out.
He did not have a say. Patreon. He did not have a say in that at all. But what I will tell you is that when me and Ashley fell out, he was like, "You can't be friends with her."
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
But
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now that we've all had time.
Wait a minute. I gotta ask you about something.
Now that we've all had time.
I was about to wrap this shit up, but I'm
relax.
I'm gotta
and
ask
to
you.
cool off.
Okay.
And to woosah.
Okay.
He was like, you know what I'm saying? I feel bad that I like, you know what I'm saying? Potentially like made you end your friendship. You know what I'm saying? But me, being me at the end of the day, I'm just like, that's been my friend since the 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm gonna respect you. You know what I'm saying? To where like, obviously I'll never. Shut on, wait.
Be fucking for real.
Cause hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off, but let's not act like it's way beyond just them button heads that night. You know the thing where I'm like, hang it up, flat screen. Shit is a wrap. Done data.
Hang it up, flat screen.
Done data. This shit is
no,
for me.
I don't ever feel like it's like what? Like, come on.
You know.
Man,
you want me to tell it?
No, because
you want me to
I don't
tell
know what
it?
you finna say.
You know what I'm about to say. You know the shit that made me say tie it up, cut it off is done.
Shit, tell me in my ear.
No.
Sorry, guys.
Look at this headphone.
Patreon.
We have to take a look, y'all. We can't give it all out. Look, they probably want to know.
Tawana said,
Look,
tell it $3.99.
Yo, let me tell
me in my ear
Jamila
too.
said, stop talking about it. We can't know too.
I'm sorry,
Faye
guys.
said, tell
Everybody
it. Can we tell it?
All right, fuck it.
Fuck it. Okay.
But y'all better fucking subscribe. When we
Subscribe,
start this
share the
fucking
live.
Patreon, y'all better subscribe while we over here giving y'all some of the fucking tea.
So,
Hold on, wait. Let me fix my headphones.
okay, I'm gonna read this comment. Victoria said, it's the hurt and betrayal. Once you experience that type of pain from a friend, sister, or brother, that pain is different. So in most situations, it's easier to cut them off versus taking a risk of experiencing that level of pain again. Yes, that's true, but at the same time, think about when like you have the disappointment. Think about how many people you know that have been disappointed multiple times for a romantic relationship, and y'all don't consider like cutting that nigga off just as easily. Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. We just wilding tonight. Okay, y'all, you ready? Because I know they don't give a fuck about this. They want to know what we was talking about.
They want to know the tea.
I'm going to tell it. This my shot.
They want to know the tea.
This my Patreon. What you say? Let me tell it. So the tea is, we going to keep it a buck.
Keep it a bean.
Keep it a bean, yo. The reason why I don't fuck with Ashley and I do...
Tread lightly because that's still my friend.
That's still your friend. I don't co-sign my friend continuing this friendship is because the night all the shit happened that she's talking about, where Ashley got into it with her husband, she also fought my friend mama.
Why you gotta say fought like that? Okay, so hold on, wait. Because let me say, I didn't see none of it.
She didn't see any of it.
I didn't see
she
any
didn't,
of
and
it.
I think that's why Jaleesa keeps forgetting.
And honestly, because
I think that's why she keeps forgetting.
Probably like a
but at the end of the day,
just like a like.
And when I
what?
say fought,
No.
I don't mean she beat the mama up. Hell no, cause what exactly? Not the mama. Whose mama? Girl, your mama.
And from what I heard. So this is what I heard happen.
Your siblings know now, by the way.
My mom said that she grabbed her by her hair.
Who grabbed who?
My mom said that she grabbed Ashley by her hair.
Yes.
And she slipped and she fell.
No. Before we get into the actual altercation, that's all fine and dandy. Mm-hmm. My point is,
why you
she
even get into
still attacked
altercation?
your mother.
Right.
Your mama got hands and she beat her ass at the end of the day. That's I ain't saying she got beat up. What I'm saying is fourth grade, 20 plus years of friendship. At the end of the day, she crossed the line that for me, it's like, ain't no counseling in the world gonna fix this baby.
Faye said when you ran 2 miles barefoot.
Yes, Faye. Yes. Like, baby, when I say she's a runner, she's a track star.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Jaleesa took the fuck off when she found it out. But not to even like, not trying to come up like, trying to really emphasize this shit. That for me is just why I'm like,
Ain't no coming back from
Ain't
that.
no coming back from that. Because I'm not saying she beat your mama up. I'm not saying like nothing like that. I don't want to necessarily go into the details of the fight. All I'm saying is she still attacked your mother. That is not okay. That is grounds for termination.
Okay.
Blacklist for me. But if that's why I said, friend, if that's what you want to do.
My sis said, if you fight my mama, I have to fight you.
Period.
I tried. That's where they're running. That's where they're running barefoot for 2 miles.
Because Jaleesa wasn't there. She wasn't. She was
not
here
there.
in
I was
the
not there.
area, but she wasn't there when, like, in the.
I wasn't in the area.
Vicinity.
In the vicinity. I was not in the vicinity when
She
it
wasn't
happened.
in the vicinity when it happened. She was in the house. We were outside. And then it later came out, and then she took off running barefoot to go find this hoe, and she found her. But we had to
after
stop
that 2 mile run.
After that 2 mile run. So you're right. But at the end of the day, my thing is that's a no. That's flag on a plate. Like, how do you sit in counseling and say that? Like, so now that that's out, do you think that that's something that you like could go to counseling and still work on?
Child.
Be 100. Like, okay, because I could see you maybe still want to work on it because like y'all family, so maybe it's kind of like I'll say this: if my mom can forgive her, then I can forgive her. Period. That's that.
So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Period.
That's facts.
All right,
that's
so let's
fair.
move on.
Let's move on.
My sis said it's no coming back.
Nah, it's no coming back.
Rike said trouble Dea. Yeah.
Listen, I feel what you said though.
Yeah.
Because it was a drunken night.
Very.
And it
very. Let's
be very clear.
Let's be very
clear. It was a very drunken night.
Drunk off of our
It was a very
asses.
drunken night. Let's be clear. No mothers was beat up in the making video. Because if that was to happen, then me and Tommy would have to tussle. Because why is you out there letting my mama get beat up when you was out there? If y'all want to be 100, Mama Pam made me like feel like she was a madam back in the day. I'm not gonna hold you. Like to get baby Mama Pam. Listen, she told me no, back up. I know.
She said, move, Tommy. I know what to do with this hoe.
She said, Mama Pam said, no, I know what to do with this bitch. Mama Pam said that, like, I know how to get a bitch in line. Hold on. So it was no mothers beating up in the middle of this, but it's just a fact. Advisory. It's just a fact that I don't disrespect anybody's parent.
Anybody's mother.
Anybody's family.
Yeah.
At all. And that kind of, what raised the question of like why we forgive people before, because when you think about like how romantic relationships get to a point where it's like families are involved, or you got a lot of your family, you got to fall back from your family. I know some situations, I've heard situations where dudes and girls, boyfriends have called up their moms to air out all the dirty laundry and stuff like that, and they still forgave them and went back. But you can have a friend that has like a miscommunication or some type of like, weird energy for a minute. Maybe they going through some shit in life, and then it's like you just ready to just throw them away.
Right.
And it's like, I feel like we got to figure out why we do that.
I wish I had an answer for you. I really don't know why people feel like friends are so disposable. I don't know.
Part of me feels like because a lot of people meet people just every day, like not every day, but like so often that they forget that like forget all the shit we done been through as friends.
Yeah, or how hard it is to really come by a true and genuine friend. Yeah. Period.
Yeah. Yeah. That part, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's very true, because I feel like motherfuckers go out, like I've seen it, especially living in Dallas. People go out, we have a good time, think about how many Instagram followers you get just from like, oh, bitch, we gonna be friends. We gonna go to
Right.
brunch. What's your Instagram? Da, da, da. We lit. Then, you know, it's so many people out here inviting people to their homes and houses and around their spouses, you know. You ain't even known this bitch for a week.
Period, yeah. That's my friendly ass.
You know what I'm saying?
Yikes.
You know, like for real.
Eek.
And then just because you're having a good time with one friend for a little minute, you ready to throw away 10 plus years of friendship simply because you ain't getting what you want at that time.
Right.
It's kind of like in a relationship, the grass ain't always greener.
On the other side.
Period.
Yes, sir.
Be fucking for real.
Y'all motherfuckers need to realize the same thing is with friendships. The grass ain't always greener. Come
On
on.
the
It's
other
just like the
side.
80-20 rule. Stop throwing away your deep ass, real ass friends because they keeping it 100 with you over a motherfucker you just had a good time with at the club and they cute and y'all had got a good vibe right then and there, because then it starts hurting you and starts cutting you deep because I done threw this away for some turn up shit. I can't even ask this motherfucker to help me move out this apartment or this house because that ain't what we do. We just go get drinks.
Like, you just a turn up friend.
And now my all around friend is down for whatever I need. And then my whole family calls son and nephew or niece and daughter. I done threw this away because of this motherfucker.
That part.
I think the same thing works in friendships.
All right, so let's end that right there. Yeah.
Right there. So, final thoughts.
The final thought is that's just that right there.
Well, let me read these last two comments. Nicole said, or naturally, forgiveness really isn't in our nature. We rather accept lessons and new faces, yet the lesson still has to be learned. That's true.
I like that.
I love that. Brooke said, I honestly don't consider everyone a friend. I have one because everything about our friendship is real and genuine. We're there for each other, regardless of anything.
Okay, so
Keep that,
can we
Brooke.
end the podcast on what Brooke said?
Yeah, I think.
Can
that's
we
it.
can we end it on
Yeah,
like
I definitely want to lean it on that.
what do you consider a real friend?
Okay, so me personally, I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna always be all in. So I've learned to not give the friend title out because what I consider a true friend is someone that I can call for anything. And I don't mean yo like regular digger, like, oh, if we want to go turn up, if we want to go fuck shit up. No, I mean like if I'm grieving, if I'm moving, if I got some work shit, if I got some business ideas, if I got, you know, if I want to go to the gym and work, like whatever I want to call my friend for me, that is a real friend.
Yeah.
Also, even if we don't want to necessarily do everything together, we don't judge each other.
Right. You can go the distance without
We can go, yeah.
acting like the distance is a problem.
Yeah, we don't judge each other on the shit that we go through or that we do or that we indulge in. And then lastly, I feel like the most important quality of considering somebody a friend is communication. Somebody to where like even if we disagree, we can talk.
Talk about it. Thank you.
We can talk
like,
about it. I think that communication.
That'd be the main thing for me. Communication. Communication. If you feeling some type of way, come to me about that.
You can tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
That kind of made me smile. I ain't gonna lie, low key the other day when you was like with the situation with a girl, when you was like, because you knew you weren't wrong because I didn't say you were wrong.
Because I know he gonna call me out when I'm wrong.
And that
no matter what,
our friendship.
he gonna let me know, hey, best friend, you wasn't right in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
And
he ain't gonna never sugarcoat shit. He gonna always let me know if I was right or wrong. He gonna keep it 100.
And if I can't keep it a buck with you, I can't be friends with you.
Period.
I told this guy I'm getting to know, I told him that, like, you know, if I can't keep it a buck with my friends, we can't be friends. Because I don't want no one that I'm going to lift everybody up. So if I can't look out for your best interest without you feeling away,
period.
we can't be friends.
That part.
So what for you, and we're going to end it after
Nah,
you.
we would leave it like right there.
Tell me one quality of what you feel like is a good friend. This is my show. You're not going to tell me when to end it.
All right, sorry. This is not my show.
No, one quality at least of what you consider a true friend.
I'll give you a couple, just a couple. So for me, a true friend is somebody that takes accountability for their actions and loyalty. I think honestly the biggest thing for me in a friendship is loyalty.
Yeah.
Loyalty. That's me.
Yeah.
100% through and through. If you're not loyal,
and don't forget, y'all, loyal can also mean calling me out.
right?
Loyal means having my back, even if I'm wrong. That let's be clear. So to end it, let's just say, y'all reflect on y'all friendships. Start cherishing the people that you have that aren't even romantic connections, because at the end of the day,
happy titties is the best titties.
Happy titties. But at the end of the day, we all need each other to build each other up. You know what I'm saying? And, we spend so much time being single, so we're not going to always have those romantic relationships. So let's pour into our platonic relationships like we do our romantic relationships. Let's pour into each other. Let's be some loyal, genuine ass friends. Let's do the work to make our friendships work. Be there for each other. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got to go to counseling, that's a new idea. Go to counseling with y'all friends. Stop throwing these friendships away, because you like she said earlier, you don't come across true, genuine friendships often.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? You don't. So on that note, we love y'all. Y'all are our friends. We gonna always tell it all. Don't tell it all.
Period. Even though we really didn't want to tonight, because y'all really need to be paying for that motherfucking subscription. But we let y'all in on a few of the juicy
details. We willing to do this because y'all tuned in. So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Share the live. And everybody
subscribe.
Give it up for our guest host tonight, Tommy, because he did amazing. Why did you just cut off my applause?
Yeah, I want to do it. I hope I did good job for it.
He did a lovely job.
Okay, I'm sorry because I know we was going to end it, but I want to give a shout out to my best friend. I want to give a shout out to my best friend, you.
Oh, me?
I want to give a shout out to my best friend because I ain't going to get too deep, but I just want to say I give a shout out to my best friend because you are that friend that's there for me in many ways. And so to even give me a spot on your platform tonight to do what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like the trust, that's another thing, trust. But anyway, y'all, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And go make those connections right. You know what I'm saying? Go love on your people who love on you. Pour into each other. And that's all we got to say.
I should have known better. I can't even pretend like I know what I can.